Hello friends, welcome back. So guys, we will come up with a new session today. On the basis of on your demand, we will come up with a new session regarding the web method messaging trigger. Okay. So on the same channel regarding the JMS trigger, JMS setting, JNDI setting, universal messaging pops up model related all concept we already discussed on the previous demonstration. So I must say you can go through those particular video, then you can watch this video so that you will get a basic idea regarding the universal messaging and how PubSub model works. Okay, so let's start the demo. So today we will discussing the topic web method messaging trigger. So let me show you on integration server where you can check this particular option. So go to messaging. Here you can see the JMS setting, JMS trigger, JNDI setting, or like all topic we already discussed. And this error is coming why? Because the universal messaging is not up and running. So how you can launch universal messaging? Very first you need to log in your universal messaging server like server. How you can do that? Go to services, click here, click on name and type server so that you directly jump on this particular option. Now you can check here the instance, instance. So here you can start your universal messaging first. So once it up and running, then you can log in your enterprise manager, universal messaging enterprise manager. So wait for some time. Okay. So it's up and running now. What I can do, here I'll search ENT. So universal messaging enterprise manager is showing here. So just double click and open it. Okay, so the page, this is GUI, Universal Messaging, Graphical User Interface. So here you can see guys, we already connected this server. Why? Because we already like in services, we you like use this option server up and running. And that's why this server and integration server, it auto connected. Okay, so now let me show you this option like web method messaging and IS. Okay, here you can see this pops up demo, publish subscribe demo new and publish subscribe model demo. So this folder already here. Why? Because we already launched this publishable document here. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll create one new package, new document, and then I'll publish this document to universal messaging. We also use a trigger. So trigger will subscribe this particular data, and on universal messaging I'll show you how the pubsub model works. Okay, so let me get into the integration server. Here guys, let me refresh the page, and here you can see this particular option is enabled. Okay, so now click on web method settings. Here this is a default connection. So there are two ways. If you want to use a default connection, you can do that. If you want to create a native connection, like custom connection, if you want to create, you can create. So how you can create? Just click on this option, create universal messaging connection alias. Here you can mention the connection alias name, then a connection alias description. After that, client prefix if required, you can mention here. Again, the realm URL. This is a NSP colon double slash localhost 9000. But in your case, you change a port at the time of installation. You can change the port as per the requirement. Then maximum reconnection attempts. This is a by default setting. You can keep as it is. Then enable queue. This is check mark is selected. It means the document is guaranteed, and guaranteed means the document delivery must be expected. If it is not selected, then it means the document is volatile So document delivery, the document once document got published, then the delivery not expected, the document got vanished, document got lost, yeah, anything else, doesn't matter. Then here this is also by default setting, drain CSQ in order, publish wait time while reconnecting millisecond, something like that. Then let me show you. Here you can like client authentication, if you want to mention, you can give the username or password. So as of now we don't have a credential, so I'm using this option as a none. Login type, select server log. Here two option is there, but I'm selecting the server log. And then enable producer, this thing is optional, so you can ignore this. Okay, and then you can save the setting. Okay, here the save changes option is available. You can save the changes so that your new connection alias got created. So that those particular connection alias you can use at the time of creating a trigger, yeah, like creating your publishing service. Okay. So messaging settings I already discussed with you. If you want to disable, you can just click on this option. If you want to delete this particular, so you can delete by using this option. Okay. Now the thing is that here web method trigger option is available. Okay. So here we don't want to like don't need to create any kind of a trigger manually. Whatever details you mention on your designer, it automatically get reflected on this page. Okay. So let me show you how you can create so our requirement is we have a book related document. I want to publish this document. So where I use one publication service, one subscription service, and one trigger. So trigger will mention the subscription service. So once I hit the publication service, so trigger will auto enable and trigger will subscribe the particular data. Universal messaging, it provides universal messaging will check the subscriber is available or not, and if it is available then it will the particular subscriber will subscribe the data, and all the records will maintain on a server. Okay, how you can do that, let me show you. So very first we creating a new package, so that I'll explain on the integration like this universal messaging how it works. Okay, so just create a new package. Yeah, pops up demo 1. Pops up demo 1. And just copy this name because to create a folder we require this name. Okay, finish. Then again right click, new, then folder, paste it here and finish. Now we required three folders. One is for document, another is for service, and third one is for adapter. Sorry, trigger. Third one is for we required a trigger. Okay. Then let me create one manual document. Not a manual. By using this XML document, we creating one document. Okay. So how you can do that? New document type. Then here give the date name as a book data. Then next select XML. Then next click. Then browse this particular book related document, XML document, and then select. Okay, so now you can see here this book related data you can see. Okay, now I want to convert this document like XML document to our publishable document. So how you can do that? Just click on this per document, and here you can see this option publishable false. So once you convert false to true, then it automatically change, and envelope you can see in front of this book data. Okay, so save this demo. Now we can see the envelope got marked this book data, and document got changed. Now you can see here this manual field also got created. Like this is a runtime fields, and universal messaging and integration server will taking care of this particular field. So runtime it will inserted the values. Okay. So once document got changed, then here you can see the connection alias name. So if you want to change this particular connection alias name, like default to native one or custom one, you can change by using this option. Then connection alias type universal messaging, provider definition WM/IS. This is the default setting, and pops up demo one document book data. You can see here this path is followed here. Okay. Encoding type protocol buffer, it means this specifies the encoding used for instance of this publishable document type. Okay. Then discard, if you want to use the discard true false option, you can check here. Time to live, as per requirement, you can mention the time, how much long, like how long it will wait for the messaging provider keep instance of this publishable document type. And then again, the most important part is the storage type. This is a guaranteed. If you want to change it to volatile, you can as per requirement. So guaranteed the volatile we already discussed. Okay. Then validate when published, true false. You can check. The name suggests that integration server validate the instance of this document before publishing it. Okay. Then another settings like annotations, universal name, namespace name, local name. This is the option. You can ignore it. Okay. Now our document got converted to publishable. Now we want to create one service. Okay. So just right click on service folder, new, then flow service, give user defined name as a publication service. Application service, and then finish. So here we use a try catch block for error handling sequence. First sequence always in block, always exit on success. Second sequence below the parent sequence, it always exit on failure. Third sequence catch block, and it always exit on done. Okay. So I want to disable this because let me show you why I disable this step, because any business related logic I'm performing here, and I want to manipulate the pipeline. Sometimes pipeline in and pipeline out. Yeah, pipeline out you're not able to see in a pipeline. That's why like if you mention your first step, another step you want to disable, then the first input and output you can see in a pipeline. Okay. So what I can do here, I'll take one publishable inbuilt service. So insert and publish, you can see here. So just take it this service and click on the pipeline. So very first we need to define our input. So this service input is your publishable document. So book details, yeah, book details, no problem. So the main thing is that this is a publishable document, like book details we map to document, document type name, just copy this, right click copy and paste it here, this instance name. Okay, then local. So if you want to publish the document as a locally without interference of universal messaging, then you can use this option as a true. But in our case, we are launching universal messaging to monitor the publishable data. That's why we require universal messaging. So we can use this option as a false. Then delay until service success. This name suggests that execute all steps until service success and then publish the data. Okay. So as per your requirement, you can see this option. Yeah, you can select this option as a true or false. Then click on OK. After that, I'm using one debug log so that integration server also will get to know the particular document got published or not. If the like service successfully executed, then debug log execute, and then integration server we can check the logs, the particular document got published or not. So I'm taking one debug log here and give the name as a uh, data publish successfully. Then click on OK. After that, mention a function and then label as a info. Then save the demo. And to complete your code, then you can enable this step catch block. And here, very first we required a get last error. Okay. So by using this inbuilt service, we will get all the error information. If in case any error occur in a try block, okay, then you can save the demo. So once you hit this service, then trigger will activate and trigger will act like the one subscription service we will use there, so that it will publish the particular, yeah, subscribe the particular data. So now we required one subscription service, new sub, subscriber service, a sub service. So here we using one try catch block, and in try block we use one debug log. So insert, and here you can mention, okay, very first I need to define the input. So the same input we are taking book details, and then message as a data received, publishable, publish data received, and then click on OK. After that, you can mention the function and then label as a info. Then you can save the demo. And in catch block, you can take the get last error. Okay, so publication subscription service we are define. Now I need to create a trigger. How you can create new? Then web method messaging trigger. Here you can give the name as a book messaging trigger and then finish. Okay, so here you can see guys the condition one and document type. So here we need to define our document type. So click on this option and select your document type. Okay, this is the one thing. Now in your project requirement, if you have a number of documents, publishable documents, then you can select here by using this option and you can join all document, any document, yeah, only one. This is a logical operator you can use here. Okay. Now I need to define my condition here. So in like condition, it means I need to define my service here. So here we don't see any option. So what we need to do, with the help of use this option, you can select your services. And if you want to mention the another services, by using this option you can select, and by using this option you can delete. Okay, so click on this three tab, select service, and then define like select your sub service here, subscription service. Then you can save this particular demo. Okay, now let me show you. If you want to disable this trigger, by use there are two ways. By using this option, true false, yeah, false. Once you select this false option, then trigger automatically disable. Otherwise, I already discussed with you on integration server, admin page, in web method messaging trigger, there also enable disable option is available. Okay. Now you can see all these properties join expires. Once you click on that, here you can see the like specification. Okay. Whether the join expire after the time period specified in the expire after a property lapses. So expire after 1 days, yeah, 24 hours, seconds, hour, week, months, year. You can mention here the particular time slab. Okay. Then priority enable option, true false you can select here. Execution user, the authentication you can mention here. Then permission, then reuse, private public you can check here. Okay. Capacity and then refill level. Okay. Refill level is nothing but the number of unprocessed document that must remain in this trigger queue before the server retrieves more document for the trigger from the broker. Here, see you can see the broker, but now the concept got changed to universal messaging. Okay, so if you have a 10 like a universal messaging container having a 10 capacity and you already use the 6, so how much like how many required a level over there? So the particular quantity is 6 we have remaining. Okay, 10 minus 4 6. So capacity and refill level, you can check the actual container capacity of this universal messaging. Okay, then acknowledgement queue size you can check here. Processing mode concurrent serial. Concurrent means at a one time if you want to publish all the data you can select a concurrent. If you want to select the serial it means nothing but one by one you can publish this particular document. Then fatal handling, suspend on error, false true you can select here. So suspend on error, nothing but server suspend the trigger when an exception occur during a trigger service execution. Okay. Then retry until maximum attempt reach. By using this option you can like again option is available successful. So retry until means how many times integration server attempt to re-execute the trigger service if an any exception occur during the trigger service execution. Okay, now this is a self-explanatory, you can check, go through all the steps, see all the properties. Then this is important thing, detect duplicate. So any document like publishable document, detect duplicate. If you want to continue the same, if you want to discard. So by using this option, you can select. Okay, true false. Then use history. So use history is nothing but server resolve duplicate document using a document history. Okay. Then history time alive and document resolver services. So all this, like if you are a beginner in the web method, then this is very much important part. Because interview might ask this kind of a question. Okay, so you can go through all the properties so that you will get a idea regarding the how the PubSub model trigger, web method messaging, topic, queue, concurrent, asynchronous, synchronous, all the steps you can choose. Interviewer might ask this kind of a question. So okay, so I must say you can go through these particular properties. Now here you can like as I already told you this path you can see here wm slash is slash pubsub demo 1 slash document slash book data. This complete path you can see on universal messaging. Okay, so before that, like earlier there were three folders are there. Now we added one like pubsub demo. So wmis, this is a default setting. And now the publishable document you can see. Okay, so once I click on this particular document, you can see here the publish 0, consume 0. So once I hit a publication service, then I'll show you the count automatically got changed. So let me explain you. Before that, let me log in the integration server, and let me check this web method trigger demo trigger we already created and it's up and running. And processing mode we already selected as a concurrent. Queue capacity is a 10, maximum thread is 1. Okay, so now you can hit your like publication service, run as a flow service. Okay, so I'm inserting the data. Book id as a 1001, like then author name as a, then title as a novel, then price as a 6789, then published date as a, okay. So we already provide some input and I want to publish this book related document. Okay, and click on OK. So let me maximize this result. Here you can see one error is there, does not conform to the publishable document type, invalid list of errors. Okay, so let me check. Okay, this is a book data. I want to synchronize this document type. So this is a warning you can ignore. Now go to publication service. Again, try to run it. So guys, don't forget to mention the version number. If you fail to mention a version number, you facing this kind of error. Okay. So version number is nothing but whatever XML you are loading in integration server or in designer. So at the time of you need to check the interior like version number. So my version number is 1.0. Then click on OK. So now you can see your message, all the things you can check here. Okay, message data published successfully, function, document type name, then version number, then catalog and everything. Okay, this error was occurred by because we didn't mention this version number. Okay, then you can publish this data and automatically trigger got enabled and the particular subscription service subscribe this particular data. Now let me show you the universal messaging, it got changed or not. So publishable count got changed. Earlier it was 00, now it's a publish 1, consume 1. Okay, and let me show you the logs. Now here you can see guys, the both service got executed. Data published successfully, this is a publish, and subscribe publish data received. Okay, so that a way you can perform this kind of operations here, this kind of a publication and a subscription. Okay, so if you want to like publish the data by using the database, like if you have one input document and want to publish this particular document to universal messaging, and very first we need to insert this data to your database. How you can do that, let me show you. So for that purpose we are creating another service, subscription service, but this is a database related. So db service, then finish. Okay, so here we using try catch block. Okay, so in try block, uh, let me show you. I created one adapter service batch insert. Okay, so I can just drag and drop here. So before that, I need to define one inbuilt service, like my adapter connection. Like let me show you the adapter connection. This connection is up and running, and this is local transaction. So local transaction, it means rollback and commit. It's not auto mode. So user will taking care of this particular operation. So how you can do that? Just insert the one in a like inbuilt service. Insert. Let me check it is available or not here. So here you can see the pub.art transaction start transaction. Okay. And after that you can take another service, insert commit transaction. So first the transaction started, then we inserting the data to database, and then we commit the transaction, and then we publish this particular document. So for publication purpose, we create another trigger. Okay. So in cache log, after the commit, I'll take one debug log. Okay, and in cache block, we'll taking care of one service like get last error. Okay, now we need to complete our code. So first, take input book data and give the name as the book details. So in pipeline, you can see here your transaction name you can mention as a book. This is the input. So let me maximize this. We'll do the field to field mapping. Title to title, then price to price, publish date to publish date, and then description. Okay, then you can save this particular demo, and in pub dot transaction commit transaction, here you can give the name, transaction name as a book. So you can easily identify this particular transaction. Integration server pub.pro debug log. So you will insert a message as data inserted successfully into database. Then function you can mention as a function and label as a info. Okay. So transaction will start, then you'll insert data into database, and once it done, then it will commit the transaction, and then this server log like debug log taking care of this particular transaction to print this particular message to integration server, like data got inserted database into like data already got successfully published, yeah, successfully inserted. Okay, now after that you can take one inbuilt service rollback transaction. So in case anything happen in between to inserting a data into database, you can by using this rollback transaction you can roll back this particular transaction. Now this is our complete logic regarding the database. Okay, so you can save this demo. So this is fine. You define your publishable document. Okay, here we miss one thing. Transaction name you can select as a book. So here we define our publishable document. Then we define like we write some logic to inserting data to database, then this particular services. Now our next step would be, this is our subscription service, db service, this is our subscription service. So also I'll need to create one trigger, new db trigger, then finish. Here you can mention the document type, book data, and condition like subscription service you can mention here, db service, then click on ok. After that you can save this particular demo. Now you can hit this publication service, so that trigger will activate and trigger will subscribe this particular data. Okay, so all fields are same, so you can just click on ok. After that you can check here the data published successfully and everything. Now let me show you the universal messaging. Now you can see here the publish count and consume count got a change. Okay, so that a way you can like convert your normal document to publishable document. Then you can use one publication service, where you can use the inbuilt service at pub.publish service. Okay, with the help of you can publish this particular data. Again, we need to create one subscription service, so that trigger will recognize this particular subscription service, and with the help of you can perform the pub sub related concept. And for database related, if you have any requirement regarding a database, like fetching a data from database and then you can publish, in that case also you can use the universal messaging pub-sub model concepts. Okay, so guys, that's all about today's demonstration. So if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you have any query, any concern, so feel free to reach out me in comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to don't forget to subscribe, share, and also you can give a valuable comment. Okay, so we will come up with a new session very soon. So till the time, stay happy, stay connected, and thank you so much, guys.